I cannot, you could not waterboard me to have a worse defense than saying my ex-girlfriend was abusive. She threw Kirby at me.
Listen, Techie, listen, brother. This is a bit hard to say when you just lost your civil case, brother. If we being for real, if we're being like 100% real, we gotta keep it a hundo though. Cause it's like, yeah, that is trifling for Miz, and I will keep laughing at how retarded that was. And my bad for that offense, but that, like we know from his ears, brother, absolutely stupid. But dog, you just lost your civil case with your ex-girly pop, and you cannot own firearms for the next decade. Brother. You already know what it is, baby. The Daily Slops. Sloppy! Of course, Mixy and Messy works, tings, Jones. Happening on the EHDI Plus Cinematic Universe, and in specific, of course, without a doubt, Hasan is of course still coping, mulling, and seething. Or not really, or yes, really, definitely. But not on this factor. Hasan has been unbanned on Twitch after a couple of days. That's me dying out here. But seriously though, is anyone surprised? No, of course we're not. Apparently, Hasan had this one dude on where he was saying that Hasan should run for office, should run for press. No. Yeah, we know what's her face was Denims. Our cell phone queen. Yeah, we know she was trying to argue this John in the one grifter video that we were watching. Brad John was stupid when they were trying to say that Asman should run for office. I'm saying her like, yo, what is Hasan about to do in office? Yeah. Not anything well for the people. Duh. But yeah, we also got Hasan apparently coping, welling, and seething about him with the clips that got him banned when he was calling head Zionist, bruh. Yeah, he's molding because of, you know, those clips were popping up on LSF. So yeah, now he's molding at Reddit again, even though he was just trying to get in cahoots with Reddit to, you know what I'm saying, get rid of the H3 Reddit. So, yeah, of course, blatant hypocrisy podcast. You know, that gets down. But yeah, tons of works on Assange. I know that gets down every single time. But to that, we also got some more info going on with Tectone. Apparently, he's trying to explain away the whole criminal charges versus like the, you know, civil charges, but the whole means of going on with his civil case versus like, yeah, him not obviously having criminal charges, but it going on a civil case, like we just said. And then we already know, like, going on the means of the doc with the whole like reasonable grounds for those charges. So yeah, apparently he's trying to explain that. Apparently too, he's also admitting to blatantly view botting. So that's not good. And apparently, Mr. Minecraft and Check My Language, the debunk XQC, apparently he's got opinions and conjecture on this. So yeah, we definitely gotta check that out. So yeah, Mixy and Messy and Daily Slops as always. So we have no time to waste, baby. Truly talks everything. Truly does indeed yap everything every single time. Let's see what Hasan and some of the other heads on the EHDI Plus Cinematic Universe have to say this time. Of course, the Daily Slops means one of our glorious slop kings. You know, every single time. You better shout out, shut it love. Wetbag ass. I already know that. We got. Hasan just got exposed badly. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG live video, the OG Daily Slops, down in the description and first link, share to love it, of course. And yeah, there's no time to waste. Not with you. Not with you. Get right into it. Facts.
Welcome back to a series so full metal. Even Edward subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is back and he is unbanned on Twitch after a grand total of 3 days. That's right, It didn't even last a week. A Greek politician is trying to convince Hasan to run for office, but claims that it would destroy his life. Hasan responds claiming his life is already destroyed by streaming. I hate all.
Yeah, didn't he want to quit like literally earlier this month? Or well, not earlier this month, because like, yeah, we're in February now, bro. Time flying for real, but like, yeah, early January.
He admits that
he's quitting streaming in 2026.
He doesn't want to actually bring about any change, but just continue grifting for profit. He's crying up,
yep, of course,
about Reddit after a bunch of his clips went viral. He claims that every post is botted and that everybody loves him in the real world. Delusional. He's calling himself I Show Speed now. Tectone continues his return and claims he was investigated by the police for 8 months and got no criminal charges. charges. He responds to Mizgif trying to expose him all this time. He claims Mizgif was secretly working with the Hasan orbiters like Denims and Mike from PA. He seemingly admits to viewbotting, and XUC is not happy. Subscribe or Hasan becomes president in 2030.
Nah, I definitely ain't feeling that. Absolutely ain't feeling that. No, sir.
You're absolutely flambéed. Now,
wait.
Let's up those numbers!
Numbers up. Cliffs never lived down. Ooh. Are we skipping Jellywig? That might be a bit crass. Now. Well, we might not even not have him. Take it away, Jellywig!
Let's up those numbers!
Numbers all the way up. Every single time.
let's begin. Right, so remember how Hasan got banned for 7 days? Well, it turns out the ban was shortened, and he's back already in 3 days. Here we have a tweet, Hasan now be unbanned on Twitch. And we can see right here, last live 3 days ago. So the week-long ban was literally shortened. I mean, nice one. Gooning Lord, Dan Clancy.
Ultimate Gooning Lord. I see you definitely got your body pillow back. The Hasan one.
Sorry, Ultimate Gooning Lord. Back at it again, being absolutely incompetent. Honestly, he must have had some serious progress in the bedroom in those 3 days for him to get it over with so quickly. People responded, what was he banned for? And there's 35 replies because, you know, there's probably 35 instances of him violating TOS, but it was because he said Zionist and then animal, and that was specifically mentioned in the TOS. That was not allowed.
You fucking rabid ultra Zionist pigs.
It wasn't even 7 days. Yep, everybody predicted this. This is what privilege actually looks like. No. Twitch is a far-right platform that is totally biased against Hasan Piker. That is what
It's the lynch mobs online. They're pandering to them.
he wants you to believe, by the way. Twitch be like, oh good, my laundry is done. Clancy's golden boy gets a couple of days
Time to tell ya.
off, not surprised. By the way, it was also on a weekend. Are we actually serious right now? Anyways, he's back and apparently
But was it on Sunday, though?
debating running for office as a politician, and I find it ironic he calls Asmongold the cockroach, but this guy you cannot get rid of this guy, man. So we got this guy called Yanis, who's like a Greek politician. He tells Hasan Piker that he should run for office.
Hell no.
Stop giving him ideas.
Have you
The
thought
anger
of
is
running
there.
in elections?
No,
Well, why not?
I don't. Because
Look, it's a horrible thing to do. I've done it. I can confirm that it sucks.
yeah,
Big time. But it's a dirty job. Someone's going to do it.
I know, but
No, these people have to vote for someone. What
for
are you going
me-
to say to them when...
Yeah, they do have to vote for someone. And that someone should not be
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Hasan Piker. No, sir.
the midterms come?
Well,
Don't vote?
no, of course not.
well,
but I
who
have
they
my.
going to vote for? The Democrat who wants to...
Well,
be-
I have my people. That's why I'm.
Yeah, okay, you have your people, but not everywhere.
That's true. But my goal is to try to like my.
And why should these people have their lives destroyed by being elected and not yours?
Well, it's not even about like my life being destroyed necessarily, but because my life gets destroyed all the time doing what I'm doing anyway. I mean, I
come on.
Yeah, on your own merits, you idiot.
No, he's actually right. His life fucking sucks, actually. That is completely accurate information. It's like the one sort of truthful thing that Hasan has actually said. And I love how the other guy can't actually believe it. He's like, what do you mean? You just sit here and stream on your ass. How can your life be being destroyed or something like that? Well, it's because it's Hasan. He finds a way. He has the most...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He'll find a way every single time to make a fucking controversy or to make some shit happen with him, bro. Again, it's always on his own merit. He either says or says or does. Truly never says or does have fucking grammar. Never. Truly never beat those allegations. But anyway, yeah, he always says or does some shit that is like, you know what I'm saying, get him into controversy, which is exactly why I always say king of the Streisand effect over here. But yeah, like he's always gonna do some shit and it inadvertently backfires on his ass and then it gets wider publicity and attention, which always keeps him in controversy.
privileged existence in the entire world, right? You know, one of the dream jobs. All he has to do is sit there and not be a fucking colossal moron for 0.01 seconds. And he cannot even do that, right?
Nope.
Which is why he's absolutely miserable 99% of the time. And yes, your life tends to get destroyed when you electrocute your dog live on camera, making her cry out in pain. You know, that tends to happen. That tends to enrage a bunch of people. Also, I don't know who this politician guy is, but man, stop giving Hasan ideas, all right? We don't need another tool like Hasan Piker having political power, all right? And actually being in office. But to be honest, now I'm sort of rethinking it as I'm saying it, because if he went and started becoming like a full-fledged politician, surely his streaming hours would be reduced, or he would have to stop streaming altogether, or at least he would have to...
That is true, but then again, it's the trade-off. It's the balance of it all. It's like, okay, he doesn't stream and we get to see his ass less, at least on Twitch and like the means of content, but then we get to see his ass on the fucking media, like on the mainstream shits, and of course nobody gives a fuck about those shits or had to do, but like, yeah, the media is again all biased, whatever side of political eye, political Rorschach test, yada yada, we already know. But like with Hasan, yeah, you're gonna see him on the news, you're gonna see him, he's gonna be the niggas reading out policies and shit. Bro, that nigga could stream on Twitch. Bro, again, Schrodinger streamer, bro, if he wants to sit there and grift and fucking pretend to be a political commentator and dumb shit on the stream, yeah, sure, bro. If you want to be known as a fucking dog shocker, yeah, sure, dog. You are not making any policies, though. That shit is dead. Like, Hasan actually in office is actually cooked, though. Like, nah, bro. If he wants to sit there and be a streamer or whatever, or better yet, our gods are the king political commentator, yeah, sure. But, like, yeah, him actually in office, nah, I will never make that trade-off. That's a trade I will not be making. Doom doom wait, how does a fucking NBA draft jingle go? Doom dum dum ding ding. Like, bro, that tree comes up, yeah, nah, we're vetoing that shit. That shit's getting declined.
Watch out for his reputation a little more. Maybe he'll be a little less psycho, you know, open terrorist supporting, because, you know, his favorite politicians both had to disavow the terrorists, right? Zoran
Yeah, about to say Hamas.
Mamdani and AOC both disavowed Hamas.
Yo, Hasan, is AOC bad? Yo, when Reach asked that shit was hilarious as fuck.
And then Hasan was having a fucking crybaby meltdown. How could you do this? How could you go against the terrorists? This is completely insane. You're totally an Israel dick rider. So, you know, I'm just thinking in my head, maybe it would actually be a good thing, right? But he would sort of have to be one of those useless politicians who actually has no real power and has no ability to affect change in the world, right?
Exactly, because again, we talk about this shit all the time. Yeah, man, Hasan, Mr. Piker, you're hiding your fucking power level, bro. You're not showing niggas how extremist and radical your shits are, bro. I don't need you making any decisions.
But yeah, Hasan Piker in any position of power is just not a good thing in general.
Nope.
Right, so then Hasan continues his ritualistic self-glazing, and then he says he's able to overcome the hate, you know, like a main character here, and then accidentally just admits he does propaganda again.
I mean,
come on.
No, I'm able to.
You're having fun here.
No, I know, but I'm able to overcome it regardless because I have like built this this resilient base of support, and I.
Echo chamber. Cultish. Glazers. Pathetic, wretchful, subhuman, homunculoid G-boys. That'd be accurate, Hasan.
have ways of working around it. You know, I get banned on Twitch, I go to YouTube. But my point is there's a finite amount of time and energy and effort that I can spend on this. And I feel like this is how I can maximize my output.
Sure.
Doing agitated propaganda, I think, and also...
Propagandist, Parker. Do you guys know what a propagandist is? No. Yes. I don't give a fuck, because I'm showing it anyway. So anyway, propagandist, right? Very interesting that he says he does propaganda. I find that just very intriguing. Again, propagandist Parker. Propagandist. Someone who creates or spreads propaganda information that's designed to influence people's opinions, emotions, or behavior, often in a biased or misleading way. Their goal isn't to inform. It's to persuade or manipulate public perception to support a particular cause, ideology, or leader. Oh, buddy. So, Hasan, you're just blatantly saying you're biased and misleading in your, coverage of political commentary. Yeah, we already fucking knew that. Yeah, we already fucking knew that, boss. Tell us something we didn't know.
Creating a community that is then going out and participating in their own local elections, as many people in my community have already, to success.
At some point, you have to go to graduate to the level where you take their voice and you put it into some kind of assembly, some kind of Congress, maybe a state one, maybe a federal one.
Facts.
I don't know. I know a guy.
Get ready.
I know a guy. His name is Cenk Uygur. He tried to do that, and
Oh, I thought he was about to say I know a guy and then say Mamdani. I was about to be like, yo, this nigga.
he failed spectacularly. So
Well, failure's okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so basically this guy is sort of calling Hasan a guy who is basically all talk and no action, right? He will say that he supports
All bark, no bite. And I'm not talking about Kaya because, boy, she'd be shocked to see this shit, wouldn't she?
these causes, but the second he wants to make like an actual change, he will back off. And when the second it gets somewhat serious or somewhat real, he just wants to back off, right? Basically saying he does fuck all for his cause, right? I mean, he's only good at a few things, such as sabotaging his own supposed side, the left.
Again, 1/4 of the online left's infighting is caused because of this nigga and the curse of the Lorenz.
And the liberals in general, who all essentially hate him because he acts as this massive Trojan horse in the movement. He captures
Yes,
a
sir.
giant portion of the voters and convinces them, hey, it's all hopeless, guys. Well, life sucks. Oh my God. We should all be nihilistic and do nothing and just, you know, not vote and just sit in our asses and donate money to Hasan Piker, hoping he will actually bring about this change. Meanwhile,
You better give Mr. Parker your $6 for next month.
we let the other side win and then start crying about fascism. Like, it's just a classic. But yeah, I feel like that guy does have a point. It is time for Hasan to graduate from, you know, Twitter University because, you know, he's done his
University.
required reading. He's done his thesis of
Hasanomics, Hasanonetics, truly our favorite subjects.
1 million tweets. He probably has like an honors, a distinction, all that shit, right? But asking him to graduate from Twitter is borderline impossible, right? Because he doesn't want to leave his comfy streaming chair, right? He will sit there in his giant fucking mansion, you know, having all the benefits of capitalism while preaching socialism to all these colossal regards, essentially. And he will keep doing this ridiculous level of propaganda, all to fuel his desperate desire to be respected and to be taken seriously in politics.
Never happening. Never. Not in the adult political world. Yeah, I remember Hasan was talking about that shit. Like, yeah, bro, and then heads in adult, like in adult politics, see through this shit, and they actually respect me. I'm like,
But when the opportunity presents himself, he runs away. He runs away because he knows he can't do it. He refuses to actually enact any level of change in the real world because he's a grifter at the core. Also, what an absolutely nice guy. He clowns on his own uncle who literally gave him the start to his career that led to all of this. Bro, like, who are you clowning on? I mean, you also humiliate yourself regularly and spectacularly fail on a daily basis, so
approved.
I wouldn't be laughing at him. We got the Hasan fans. He's more effective as a daily commentator, though. Why have him hold up in some office where we only hear from him once a month? We do hear from
I mean, that actually would be fire.
Zoran almost daily. There's no
Again, like in the sense of like, yeah, we don't gotta hear him. Yeah, nah, that'd be good. But again, in the back end, he's the one making like decisions on policies. Definitely don't want that shit, bro. I'd rather just hear him keep saying dumb shit and farm the nigga. What level's your barn? Because the farming ensues. It's a factual job.
rule against Congress members live streaming. You're right. Okay, Hasan's just gonna do it all. We got Hasan's best friend.
Bro, I do not want my fucking policymaker to be on Twitch.tv or on YouTube or on Kick fucking streaming, dude. Hell no.
Here. Yeah, the end of all of this was always going to be him running as an establishment Democrat, Lamau. We are Hamas Piker 2028. All due respect to Hasan, you shouldn't. But the guy's got effectively negative charisma. I don't see him succeeding in elections.
Yeah, he's got effectively negative fucking brain cells. So I don't even succeed. Like, well, yeah. I'm not succeeding. Truly ain't shit. Truly not the ego shit. But yeah, nah, bro. Truly isn't shit, bro. We're riding in the boss's basement. Shout out, share love with the boss. No cap, but yeah, truly isn't succeeding in the fucking grammar. But anyway, yeah, again, like we said, he's got negative brain cells, so I don't even, again, see him. Yo, I just was about to fuck it up and say the same dumb shit again. Anyway, I don't see him on base level succeeding in just being able to say shit that, again, anyone with 2 relative brain cells are gonna be able to take serious.
I don't want him to for selfish reasons. He would have to tone down the rhetoric, and his rhetoric is the best part. What part exactly do you like? The terrorist glazing or like?
Yeah, I'm about to say, is it the extremist, the radical rhetoric, political, like, you know what I'm saying, ideologies or opinions? Is it those? Because if it is, golly, Bob. I want to fix that shit up.
The parts where he says women deserve to get raped, is that what you really like? Brain dead as
Oh yeah, the billionaire's daughter's take. That shit is crazy, yo. Heads really don't be talking about that one.
on fans, man. The establishment would eat him alive, unfortunately. Wait, you're telling me he can't just call them all PDF files? Well, in the case of politicians, it might actually be true this time, so. Moving on to a Hasan fan.
Like, yeah, y'all seen like the most recent drop of the Epstein files? Holy shit, is that boy looking fucking insane.
And sharing their thought process. Right, here we got a Hasan viewer. It's funny being a Hasanabi watcher. You could not waterboard that information out of me, because most of us fans will be like, I don't agree with everything he says, and that's okay, and it's healthy to disagree. And I understand he's a positive voice for younger people in the world. And breaking them out of the MAGA manosphere circle.
What if they're just not in that shit? And what if they're, again, not in that shit, but also realize that, yeah, your circle is not a good circle to be in either. That fucking echo chamber, bro, where niggas are blatantly pathological liars, bro. Yeah, nah, I'm cool off that shit, bro. You're definitely not good examples or good role models or not good influences on the fucking youth, bro. Like 100% to that. But even bar off that as a whole, y'all all sitting there glazing your Godsaddy King Mr. Piker, and I'll look you dead in your fucking beepers.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
That nigga is not a good fucking influence for the youth, especially not politically. Fuck off. Anyway.
Holy fuck, you broke my brain 3 times in one tweet. Congrats, that's a new record. Holy shit, a Hasan fan is a different specimen. But the people who ravenously post about him never argue his opinions or beliefs. That's literally all we argue.
Shit. Yo, battery going out so fast, bro. I had to use the main battery on the other jump, bro. Now we back to this battery, bro. This show only go 20 minutes. Ah! You almost fell. Yo, bro, if this jacks the camera, bro, rip. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. When's the last time the camera that jacked up in a daily slops? I ain't gonna lie. It probably was one of the other ones, but it was probably at the end. So. But yeah, nah, this Sean. Okay with a Sean. Or like as a whole, yeah. Him influencing the youth or really good influence on the youth is some actual fucking bullshit, bro. Yeah. But yeah, that's some bullshit. I talk about that all the time. Cause like, yo, especially with him pandering to them, bro. Like, this is the whole shit which gets me so tight with Hasan. Again, he pretends like he knows shit about anime, but he's literally only using that shit as a proxy, again, to pander and try to get through to the youth or whatever the fuck. And then, again, there's stacking that on top of he's hiding his power level and shit, and this is the way he'll get you, like, into this shit, like, easing you into this genre by saying shit that seems agreeable. Again, entry-level political diversionary tactics. Yeah, by saying shit that sounds, like, agreeable, and then, yeah. And then all of a sudden, yeah, we're glazing up these U.S. designated terrorist organizations. Like, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. Nah. Not a good influence. Not at all. Not Mr. Piker. Never.
Resort to smears and unsourced allegations. That's what he does. Only for them to come out that they themselves are white supremacist abusers and PDF files. Yeah, sure. Y'all hate him for things he's never done and claim he's the devil, but keep spreading lies based on zero evidence and running with it. He's
What lies? Name them.
threatening the status quo. People trying to silence him because you're either stupid, ignorant, have something to gain. Obviously,
He's stupid, ignorant, and again has something to gain, which is so fucking funny because again he's sitting here fucking spewing socialism and bullshit like that every day. Yet again he's one of the most hefty beneficiaries of capitalism and one of the most consumed people by fucking consumerism. I wonder if this hun owns a $400 Labubu. And then on top of that, if she doesn't, I want her herself to ask herself, why the fuck does a guy who is preaching again that he does not live below his means, bro, or he doesn't live above his means, my bad. Excuse me. Can't grammar for shit. But like, yeah, why the guy who says he doesn't live above his means owns that shit? It's so fucking stupid.
the replies are disabled. This is just a classic Hasan fan. We are open to different opinions. Disables replies. Nice. Fucking moron. Anyways, so then Hasan cries about Reddit again because a bunch of his posts were going viral, and it appears that Reddit after this just randomly banned politics. I wonder why, right? I wonder why.
2 threads on LSF, one with Loserbox calling you for to kirk yourself, and then Nick Fuentes calling for BB to do the same to you. Both threads are full of the usual suspects cheering it. So LSF is both siding with Lonerbox, who is crying and demanding I kill myself, and then also siding with Nick Fuentes.
Again, this is your chat. You need to show me this shit definitively.
At this point, you guys are just straight up. I mean, it's not even that poppin', let's be real, but like, XG says it's impressive that this is what finally got banned Hasan after all the crazy shit he said before. Hasan doubles down on a statement that got him banned on Twitch. Yeah. To clarify, using the term Zionist isn't bannable. He's using the term in a derogatory, slur manner, like calling someone a Zionist animal, specifically that violates the... Why would you ever take neo-Nazis at their fucking word? They also say Jew, dumbass. What neo-Nazi hides that they hate Jews? They openly say it. They say it all the fucking time. Especially at a time like this, when on the one hand, a lot of these people come to the recognition that like anti-Semitism, there's a massive market for it, okay? This is something that I talk about quite a bit.
Yeah, you would know about that, Hasan. You would know very well, considering you lean into the anti-Semites like crazy, right? That is a big chunk of your audience at this
Hey, again, can somebody bring up, like, yo, better get to that. Yo, Jarvis, bring up the Hasan dog catcher clip. Like,
point. People are essentially a bunch of racists, you know, people who spam hearts to shooters who
Yo, Jarvis, bring up Hasan's conjecture on, the terrorist manifesto shooting.
Who kill people of a certain race, right? I mean, he does this every time. He is trying to preach while he is literally the culprit. Also, is this really a thing where people use the term like Kirk yourself, referring to Charlie Kirk? And that's like a way of saying like neck yourself or whatever? I mean, that's just nuts, man. That's like, they're just straight.
It was saying some dumb shit. I'm pretty sure it was the son that was saying it. Like, yo, bro, I kirked myself, bro.
Up, huh? Also, he reads like these post titles like they're bullshitting or something. Buddy, it's your clips. It's your stuff. How many times do we gotta say it, man? I don't know what you're trying to prove here. So then in classic Hasan fashion, he says the hate against him is simply made up. They're all bots, guys. Everybody actually loves Hasan in the real world. Even the guy
That is our God-Zaddy King.
that brought the dog shocking meme to him. He truly loves him.
Why would anybody fucking shelter their perspective if they were going to be anti-Semitic? And especially neo-Nazis. It's so funny that these guys are like, they still maintain this position that like I'm secretly an anti-Semite, but I'm finding this weird route around it. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's called hiding your power level. Entry-level political diversionary tactic. That's exactly what you're doing, Hasan.
It's so
Obfuscating. Deny, deflect, counterattack. Like this, Hasan. Come on, we know your strats, gang.
fucking stupid. It's all destiny, Pestiny, loner box. Excuse is impressive that this is what finally got Hasan banned. LSF is on a fucking island of his own, totally living in an alternative reality, okay? Lemont, y'all really come to a new platform to hate on Hasan? It's so sus. It's so fucking clearly botted, and it's so goddamn sus. How much time and effort and money that these motherfuckers spend to create this create this environment on the internet where like, oh, everybody actually hates you. And then we go outside, and what is the difference when we go outside?
There's definitely people that dislike you, son. That is, yeah, that is a real thing. I'll tell you what. But yeah, also to that, you also need to understand that, yeah, there may be people that love you, glaze you, bro, literally sucking your cock metaphorically through a screen. But like, there are also people that, again, not even like going back to like the people that do not like you. You have to realize not everyone likes you. Because that's what you think. You think everyone likes you, everyone loves you, everyone generally colloquially has your politics, everyone has your ideologies. Like, this is why heads call you a fucking narcissist. Like, you think I, me, everyone has this shit that I like, I do. Yeah, like, bro, you gotta cut that shit out, gang.
Side chat, you see what it's actually like, right? We go outside and it's all love.
Hasan, I don't say this lightly, but you might be the most delusional mother flipper on earth, bro.
Probably.
I actually cannot
One of them. Top 5. Yeah, top 5.
fathom this. This guy actually thinks nobody hates me. It is just all bots, right? It is just people actually spending money, right? They are spending their hard-earned money to create bots to specifically upvote any post that is against Hasan, specifically downvote any post against Asmongold, as he said.
I was about to say, yeah, bro, because they were saying, bro, like Asmongold, like the Asmon bots, bro, on here, bro. And the one LSF thread, I remember that shit. I'm like...
And he claims it's not only this Reddit, it's the entirety of Reddit everywhere. It's all in a giant conspiracy against Hasan Piker. The world is simply against him, right? But only the online world, filled with robots. It's the AIs that are against Hasan, right?
Oh no, Skynet.
Real people all love him. All of this is fabricated hate against him. It doesn't exist. My entire channel doesn't exist. I am AI. I'm a bot. You are all bots, actually. Your paycheck is arriving in the mail right now. Even though
this video was made by humans.
you don't need a paycheck, actually, because you're bots. So let me guess what happened here. Basically, Hasan Piker went outside and happened to stumble across the sewers of New York City. And he started roaming around with his fellow plague-carrying rats, right?
And
he
rats.
was like, yes, I'm actually very...
Nah, them New York rats big as shit. Like, oh my fucking god. Like, that shit will actually scare the fuck out of you, bro. A rat, like, the size of 2 goddamn shoes put together vertically like this. Like, hell nah.
Loved. I'm actually very loved. Yes, this fringe minority of terror-supporting radicals actually love me too. These violent, uneducated morons here also love me. So therefore, everybody in the world loves me.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying earlier. Like, it's dumb. Like, again, Hasan is the generalization king, bro. Like, that shit is actually insane. I'm like, yeah, bro, Hasan, you got a lot of niggas sucking your dick, bro. It's crazy works there going on for them. I ain't gonna hold you. But not every nigga is on their knees for you, bro. Just them.
Hasan, have you tried, like, stepping foot in a regular place, a regular environment with normal...
I literally say it about Hasan every single time, and I will keep repeating it forever. Again, if you walk into your local fucking Wally World, bro, your local grocery chain, just your local fucking grocery store, supermarket, whatever the fuck, bro, and show them an average clip. I'm not even saying some of the worst shit, bro, because then we're, like the G-Boys be saying, then we're clip chimping, bro. We're not watching the whole 7, 8, 9, 10 hour streams, bro. It's out of context, bro. You're clipping the nigga, bro. Oh my god. Like, bro, you show them any base level clip of Hasan Piker, bro, I guarantee you, bro, I'm giving you at least 8 out of 10 chances, bro. They're gonna be like, huh? Nah. Yo, I remember that one clip where that one kid, he said, yo, bro, and it was asking a question, like, nah, thank you. Nah. It's gonna be some shit like that, like, bro, it's just like, nah.
Average everyday people who aren't mentally ill, people who aren't terminally online and spend their entire life in politics or Twitch streams, people who don't spend 10 hours a day in the Hasan Piker fucking chat or are subscribed to you for 65 months. Because let me just break it to you, every normal person, and I mean every normal person, absolutely hates you, okay? Because
Hasan Piker. Every tower mentality. I won't read the whole thing, but they are thinking or making decisions from a detached, unrealistic, or insulated perspective, not understanding how things actually work. For normal people. Yep, sounds like Hasan, 101. I'm in my electric ivory tower.
that is the common sense opinion. You're an absolutely radical, extremist, terrorist supporting, dog shocking nut job, man. Like,
Approved.
no normal person is okay with the dog abuser. No normal person is agreeing with you on these topics. Then he says that people are denying reality.
It's just pretty funny that like these guys will post
Turkish
shit
person,
like
by the
this.
way,
These
but-
guys will post shit like this on here, you know, and circle jerk in their fucking hatred with the hopes that they could possibly garner some kind of enmity. And when it fucking falls,
Yeah, Trilly's the dumbass nigga. What did you just say? Enmity? Fuck. Where's ChatGPT at, nigga? I'm assuming that means like positive favor, but define enmity. If that was even what he said. So they could farm hate? What? Let's see. Enmity means a state of deep hostility or hate or hatred towards someone or something. Not just we don't get along, but there's a beef and it's marinating. In plain terms, it's when two people or groups are actively opposing each other, often when resent, distress, or history of conflict. So you're saying, okay, I get, okay, no. Okay, no, that sounds right. He's farming enmity, so basically like he's farming hate against them. Yeah, okay.
falls spectacularly on its face, they still maintain the facade. They maintain the facade by refusing to broach the other side, refusing to entertain reality. It's pretty funny.
Refusing to
I'm about to say, yo, me and Pegasus connected on that one brain cell there, bro. I'm really feeling that, John. Truly some telepathic shit. Because I was about to say the same thing. Bro, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, huh? That shit, like, yo, wanna go back?
To broach the other side, refusing to entertain reality. It's
Like, that shit is dumb. Like, refusing to entertain reality, Hasan, you do this. Oh my fucking god. You're literally the nigga that be sitting up here spewing out these fucking delusions every damn day. What are we sitting here talking about? And you're saying niggas aren't spewing shit that isn't from reality? Bro. Whatever.
pretty funny.
refusing to entertain reality. Projection Piker back at it again. I'm like 99% convinced now that this guy is sitting down watching every single episode of the legendary series and finding
The legendary series.
the exact thing I say and trying to rage bait me by saying the opposite. You cannot tell me he's not doing that at this point because it's crazy. This guy's saying other people are refusing to entertain reality. Buddy, you can't be serious, man. You're not mentally okay. This is
Delusional
delusions. This is
Piker.
beyond delusions of grandeur and whatnot. It's just utter schizo thoughts, man. I don't know. He really goes, these people are so desperate to farm hate, and when it inevitably fails, like talking like a cartoon villain or some shit, bro. For the last time, people organically hate you, okay? Organically, naturally, 100% natural, from the earth. They are born
You said non-GMO type shit.
hating us on Pike. They hear a single like audio clip and are instantly like, yeah, no, I don't like that guy. Babies cry extra hard when they hear Hasan Piker, when they see your fucking face. Here's the newsflash that he doesn't seem to understand. If I left the internet, people would still hate Hasan. People hated you before I came. People will hate you after. If Asmongold left the internet, if Ethan left, if Destiny left, people would still.
That's what I'm saying. Like, heads, again, they just find you, yourself, Hasan, the way you are, the way you present yourself, the ideologies that you have, the opinions you have, the rhetoric you speak. Like, yes, that shit is just detestable, bruh. That shit is unsufferable, bruh. You are the problem, not everyone else. You can't keep denying deflect counterattacking on heads. Like, bro, or better yet, I deny deflect counterattacking to, again, in the middle, deflect onto heads and then counterattack and then fucking slander them and shit. Nah. You gotta look within yourself. But you'll never do that because you're a fucking narcissist.
play you, bro, because this is all 100% GMO free. Okay, no.
Oh,
100%
shit.
natural, all right?
Literally said that.
And it's a natural part of the human experience. It's the life cycle, you know? You go to school, you go to college, you get a job, you get married. You also, somewhere in that process, hate Hasan Piker. It's part of the human experience. You cannot leave it. Right, so in the short 3 days that Hasan was banned, he actually streamed on YouTube, and it actually did somewhat well because a couple events aligned like a protest. So Dan Saltman is claiming that he botted Hasan's stream on YouTube.
Now that Hasan is banned from Twitch, Destiny debate collab is going to happen, right? All according to plan, Padavon. 65,000 of those viewers are me. This is good for Bitcoin. He's going to leave Twitch for YouTube. The goal has to be to keep him on YouTube. That's a major W. I don't know what you guys are coping about. There's already 100 other anti-Semites on YouTube. Well, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Dan's like, oh, I botted his stream. The level of fucking cope that we're on. I mean, if he botted
I'm like, yo, I was about to say, is there like definitive proof that this shit happened? Because as far as let me see, like these are texts, these are chats in the offline chat, I'm assuming. If not like the live chat. But yeah, like, is there any way to like define this? Like, to prove that this actually happened?
Coping about. There's already 100 other anti-Semites on YouTube. Well, thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan. Dan's like, oh, I botted his stream. The level of fucking cope that we're on. I mean, if he botted my stream, you know, I feel like that's a terms of service violation for him, because there was a point where we shot up from 60K to like 140K. But, you know, it's been fairly consistent otherwise in the concurrent viewership front, with like a bunch of peaks every now and then. And like I said, I would have been happy with like 10,000 viewers.
Yeah. Yes, Mr.
Hasan, please shut the fuck up. You would not have been happy with just 10K, nigga. Please shut the fuck up.
Be okay with 10K views. No, you wouldn't, bro. You
That's what I'm
threaten
saying.
your own life when your
Please shut
viewers
the
go
fuck
down.
up,
Your,
like,
your audience
oh
is
my
held
God.
hostage. They're like, holy shit, I have to keep watching, or this man is going to jump or something. Holy shit. Now, I don't really know if his stream was actually botted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there any like more substantial like evidence, like substantial proof, or anyway, like to really define that this was Dan Saltman like definitively botting Hasan's YouTube stream? Like,
I don't actually care here. I don't think you should admit something like that either, because that's not like a very legal thing to do. But yes, he did actually have a popular stream on YouTube, botted or not. And I don't know if this is some sort of master plan to get him to quit Twitch, but I think even if it was, the thing is, YouTube comes at a cost, right? While you may have more viewership on this platform, you cannot really do your consistent terrorist propaganda here.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, the TOS is like, nigga, there's a TOS for you here, basically, bro. Like, because obviously there is a Twitch TOS. It's just a factor of like they biasly enforce it, bro. Like, again, heads will get banned on there because they don't have the same like ideologies, like same rhetoric and shit as the top brass and like Daniel Clancy. So yeah, you get banned for anything. But on here, nah, nigga, that shit is really about the cheese. Like, I say this all the time. Twitch is a fucking loss leader for Amazon, bro. Meanwhile, like, again, YouTube and their parent company is obviously Google and all that shit. But, like, bro, Amazon, I guess they don't give a fuck, bro. Twitch is just forever going to be a loss leader, losing cheese and shit like that. Absolutely embarrassing shit. Completely just a dumpster fire, right? YouTube, and specifically to that Google, they said, nigga, fuck no. We're trying to really make cheese, and YouTube prints fucking cheese. So we're going to make sure we keep doing that. So yeah, we can't have these bad bads on our shits. We're getting rid of those niggas instantly, bro. Hasan come up here, start being like, hey bro, Hezbollah got my favorite flag. Yeah, nigga, you're gone. Nigga, you're done. We're gonna see her later. Bro, like, that's just straight what it will be for Hasan. So yeah.
Right? And once you get banned here, you're not gonna get unbanned. All right? DJ Dan isn't going to suckle on y'all pee-pee, right? You can't just create him a couple gooning sessions and get yourself unbanned in 3 days, right? That's just not how it works. So, you know, I'd say enjoy your viewership while it lasts, right? And I don't really know what Hasan's strategy is gonna be anymore, because these are the two things that are so conflicting for him, right? He obviously wants to be on YouTube for the extra views, right? He's creaming himself at this attention, but he also wants to keep his career and continue doing his bullshit propaganda, which he can't really do to the same extent on YouTube, which is why he was avoiding it all this time in the first place, right? And he has absolute immunity on Twitch. So that's the thing he has to wrestle with now. Does he value views more, or does he value his bullshit fucking agenda more? So we'll see what happens, but
I guess we'll have to see. Something tells me it's a lot of both.
Here's Hasan saying that he apparently has contacts with YouTube. He has secret officials in high places that are supporting him.
Like,
Yeah, he definitely does not.
have YouTube. I hope you guys understand. I'm a relatively large content creator, so of course, like,
Yeah, brother, you're one of the biggest streamers on the planet. Now, anyway, besides the self-glaze, what type of YouTube connects do you really have? Do you have, like, those Mr. Beast YouTube connects? Because I highly fucking doubt that you do. You have the literal CEO of the company sucking your cock, bro. But, like, again, over on YouTube, I do not believe that you got the shits on the higher up like that.
as a big live streamer, YouTube was aware of me live streaming on the platform, and they were paying close attention to the stream today. So if there's any inconsistencies, I'll talk to them on the back end, try to figure out.
Yeah, that's great. Again, when you say talk to them on the back end, like what are you saying? Like, are you chopping it up with the CEO? What's the means on that, bro? Like, you taking a nigga out to dinner? Like, what what is the shit you're talking about? Like, you need to elaborate further on this. Hasan.
Out exactly what happened. But they are in awe of the initial numbers, especially considering that this came out of nowhere.
Right. So you just happen to have all these people at YouTube working there who are just really interested in the Hasan Piker stream, huh? I mean, I'm just calling cap on that, all right? I just refuse to believe that. There's no, unless there's Dan Clancy's fucking twin brother there or something, then I could believe you. But
it's like I'm just confused on what we're acknowledging here, because yeah, I could totally, like, again, I was seeing the John, I was not even seeing, I was saying this John on the Daily Slops one of these other days. If not, I'm pretty sure it might have been yesterday, but the day that we were talking about Hasan multi-streaming, right? Like, bro, Hasan, of course, you come over here will have motion, because like just YouTube is like, just again, for congregating videos, people just like watching videos on their own time and all that, especially if you can't catch a live stream. Like, yeah, Hasan has motion on this boy, maybe not as much as Ashman or even Pegasus, I ain't gonna cap, but he still got it on here. So yeah, like if he goes live, it's gonna have the Johns. It's just really the factor. Well, one, again, if he didn't get bodied, because like we were seeing earlier, so that's all that hypothetical to that. But like, two, it's like, gang, these means, like, I'm just saying, like these means are just not gonna end up lasting again if he messes this John up. It's just
Something tells me that YouTube is not really on your side, Hasan, but we'll see. But we'll see how it goes. I encourage you.
That's what I'm saying. Like these means just, again, with his odds of like fucking some shit up and like the merits being on his side for that, like it's just kind of dry.
You know, do your usual operations that you do on Twitch, but do it on YouTube, right? Be explicitly racist, promote your terrorists, you know, advocate murder. See how it goes on YouTube.
It's not, like, it's just not happening, bro. He's getting taken down immediately.
YouTube streams, because it will be wonderful. It will.
And then he can't do that shit, because I keep trying to tell niggas, yo, YouTube is that content plat, bro. You gonna really make some cheese off YouTube. If this nigga Hasan stream on his shit, like how, like, well, he not streaming right now because he got a ban, so you know he back on Twitch for real. I'm pretty sure he still might be doing a multi-streaming shit, which is a whole nother combo going into a whole John. We were talking about with Asmongold. He might start multi-streaming, so now they're gonna have a multi-streaming war on this shit. Crazy works. Anyway, sidebar that. But like, yeah, Hasan really cannot take that risk too with streaming on YouTube and fucking that up, because bro, if they ban his account from streaming because he says some dumb shit, nigga, that's his YouTube too. Like all his videos and shit like that, bro. All that money gone, bro. That shit is cooked, bro. So one of his like biggest, I'm not even questioning it, does one of his biggest venues to make a cheese, his YouTube would be gone. That's like Xing out a fuckload of bread in his bank account. You know Mr. Capitalist Piker loves his bread. So yeah, that shit definitely ain't happening. So yeah, he's really at a crossroads. It's like, well, now he's not, because again, his ban wasn't shit, and we already knew that. But that would be his crossroads of like really streaming on YouTube. Like he can't just say whatever the fuck. Like he would have to tone down his rhetoric, because yeah, that bag is getting X'd. Like it does not matter what you think, or like if you can't fucking sit here and bullshit and be like, oh yeah, bro, Twitch is pandering to those right-wing motherfuckers that pandering to Asmongold. Yeah, no, that dumb shit not gonna work over here on YouTube, brother. Nigga, just keep within the TOS or shut the fuck up.
Absolutely be cinema to witness. So then a chatter points out that his stream on YouTube wouldn't actually work because like 90% of his stream is raging at his chat, right? Pulling up Twitch chatters who are there to rage bait him. And on YouTube, it's a little bit harder because of the YouTube chat feature, right? So they call him.
Yeah, you can't really pull chat. See, that's where I'll give, and I've always said this too, but like Twitch has it, but like on with the streaming shit, because well, one, they got the grandfather shit. They've been the main streaming platform for so long. But two to that is like they actually have the UI and community features pretty decent, but then on the back end of that, there also is features that they don't have and are really shit. Like, well, some of the, like, if they don't even have the feature, then it can't be shit. They just don't have them, which is bad. And or if they do have some features, they are shit. But that is one thing that is good, is like more of the like community like aspect features. Like you can pull people up. Obviously, they got like the badges and the sub shits, and then like how all that different shit works. But like, yeah, that's something that YouTube really is lacking in. But again, YouTube gets this UI and shit, which you see every plat. This is exactly what Kick did. Kick just literally stole like Twitch's whole fucking interface, UI, and all that shit, and said, yeah, nigga, thanks. Yoink skis, bro. Hoodwinked them niggas, and then started a whole job, bro. And now Kick is one of the major plats. But anyway, as soon as YouTube just steal one of these fucking, either whether it be Kick's or Twitch's UI, bro, it's absolutely rips for both of these sites. So it doesn't even matter.
Not over it.
You not being able to do chat watch might have added 10 years to your life, bro. YouTube streaming might have saved your life. I mean, I'm still doing chat watch. Obviously because of the latency and the delay for chat, I don't get to see everything in real time, you know. But I will reconsider doing dual streams on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, maybe, you know.
Don't.
Yes, of course. Hasan will find a way to mull the chat no matter which platform it is, right? Where there is a will, there is a way. As Hasan Piker has taught us here, right? But yeah, we'll see how this goes. Hasan Piker moving to YouTube or multi-streaming to YouTube. It's going to be a whole new frontier of content. Him molding at YouTube chat instead.
I just feel like he gonna fuck it up because if he multi-streams, bro, he just gonna forget he's streaming on YouTube or some shit and then just end up again saying some shit that will get him fucked. Like,
And I feel like I have a feeling when people like Asmongold make a video on Hasan, you know, it will be sort of more directly affecting his stream and affecting his channel because it's very close by, and you know, some people may sort of hop on over regardless of what you tell them, right? So
that's the shit I was talking about with the multi-streaming war. Oh my God, bro. Again, like Pegasus is saying, because of how the algorithm works, brother, literally you could click on a video by Asmongold, like Asmongold TV, you see his YouTube, bro. It could be on Hasan, bro, like him covering him and all that shit. And in the sidebar, one of the recommendation videos could be fucking Hasan streaming. So from there, the proxy, oh my God, like I would fully admit it would be like unintentional brigading, but like because obviously Asmongold has said many times, don't go fucking brigade Hasan and harass like him or his orbiters or any of these other heads or all these other people, bro. Even though again they definitely like Casey trying to been harassing him and fucking you know Denham's trying to put a bounty on him and fucking anyway, super sidebar that because yeah, we already know how those motherfuckers get. Like, bro, it would be like unintentional brigading for niggas, bro. Oh, that shit would be so fucking hilarious. Do not do that shit. Do not brigade motherfuckers. Obviously bad, but god damn it.
it's going to be interesting, right? It's going to be interesting. My guess that he's still very torn, right? He wants the views, but he also wants to promo as terrorists. So this is truly a Hasan Piker conundrum, right? Truly a Hasan Piker predicament here. His desperate need for clout and his desperate need to promote his agenda and be viewed as this, you know, champion for his causes or whatever. So then in the most cringe fashion, he calls himself I Show Speed because he had one big stream.
I Show Hasan. Yep, that's what they call me now. I Show Hasan, baby.
More like I am cringe.
Fuck it, I'm saying it.
Fuck it, that one needed to be said.
Yeah, I Show Speed better look out, bro.
Oh my God, bro. The amount of self-glazing.
Yeah, no, I Show Speed ain't never looking your way, little bro. Tough works.
Bro is jacking it to himself in public on stream. Brother, you usually do this offline in front of a mirror. Okay, like what the hell, man? Get a room. My God. Never give this man an inch,
That's
man. He's just gonna take it
self-glaze.
all the way. One stream and he's already calling himself I Show Speed. Get the hell out of here, man. Moving on to some Tectone updates. Now, recap. He recently lost his civil case against
But I
his
say, so what did Tectone say this time?
ex for essay and stalking. Since then, he responded claiming it was biased and is based on vibes and not
Yeah, no, I definitely want more conjecture on that because that shit was crazy coming off the last daily slops. I'm like, yo, brother, your civil case was basically like a vibe check. What? I'm like, brother, again, protective order, 10 years, can't have guns, the reasonable charge on the court docs. We see reasonable grounds, or not reasonable charges, reasonable grounds. My bad. Let's not spread misinformation. Reasonable grounds for essay and stalking? Brother, a vibe check? What the fuck?
evidence.
A civil case isn't determined by proof, it's determined by vibes.
So now he's claiming that he didn't do anything. Tectone claims he didn't do anything, talks about an 8-month police investigation.
Say this one time, and I'm gonna move on. Guys, there was already an 8-month police investigation on me. They found nothing. The case was suspended. I have no criminal charges. I was not convicted of any crime because
Sure, Techie, I understand that, right? But again, we're seeing from the one court doc that, again, they found reasonable grounds for essay and stalking, which is indeed why you got this protective order, which is why you can't have guns for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? And then there's also the factor of, like, what was it again? I literally just said this shit. What was the other shit? Well, we already know, like, he had to delete all the stuff with the protective order. Protective order is the upgraded restraining order thing. We already know that. So, like, can't make contact and all that shit. But what was the other thing? Yeah, have guns and, like, you know, it's like, that's for 10 years. Fuck, I can't think of the other John, bro. Shit, it's skipping my mind right now. But again, we know there's a more of a further extent to this, so we can't just be like, yeah, this John is just based on vibes or all this type of jazz. Like, nah, we're way past this shit just being a vibe check. Like, clearly the vibes were not good. Or else, brother, I don't think you would have gotten a fucking suit.
I didn't fucking do anything. So no, I'm not going to jail. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies.
Well, brother, see, that's the thing. Like, just because you didn't go to jail doesn't mean you didn't do anything. This is the whole thing. Like, obviously, we talk about it. You did not have any criminal charges because they didn't have definitive like Johns to say like, oh yeah, he definitely did this, bro. He definitely did that shit. All the type of John on some denim shit. He did that shit. Like, yeah, nah, they didn't have any means of Johns like that. But obviously, this again goes back to what I was saying. If you didn't do anything at all, like how you're saying right now, then what is this protective order? What is the guns being taken away? What is that? What is the means of that happening? What is with you losing the suit? What is with that? Like, what's up?
We're not going to jail. We're not going to jail. I'm not in jail. I'm not a fucking criminal because I didn't fucking do anything. They let you stream from jail?
Right, okay, so apparently there was like an 8-month police investigation, and from what I understand, I think it got like suspended. So basically, so far they found nothing, and there's no criminal charges, as we have established as well. So anyways, people responded here. I think Tech should let this go at this point. Verdict has been given, and you just got to move on with life, except you're trying to appeal the verdict. Imagine being a
Yeah, and I agree. Like, you need to just let it go. I ain't go because again, like, and now with his response with this fucking like saying it's a vibe check, and now we're seeing again like he's saying like, oh yeah, I'm not going to jail and getting any criminal charges. Well, like, yeah, brother, we acknowledge this, but again, what's going on with the civil case? We know the reason that it's a civil case is because of the factor of burden of proof. Yes, we understand that, but again, if the courts are saying there are reasonable grounds, like, yes, that's not definitive. Again, he did that shit, but it's looking very, very bad on merits, which those merits resulted in this protective order, which I don't know about y'all, but I would say it's a bad thing, right? So it's like, yeah, these are the Jones that absolutely have to be addressed, and saying like it's a vibe check, yeah, that's absolutely not addressing it, brother.
grown adult bragging about the court case he just lost because it wasn't criminal. Most civil courts are essentially kangaroo courts where you're guilty before proven innocent. Just because he lost civilly doesn't mean anything. Bro got the same treatment one of my friends got after a messy breakup in a spite.
Let me read that shit.
Been innocent. Just because he lost civilly doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, just because he lost civilly doesn't mean anything. You only have to prove 57, my dumbass, 51% civilly to win, which is dumb anyways. The girl only needs a shred of credibility to win. It's sickening. Again, like, we don't have all the nuance and all the context to this, John. But again, if we're going on the factor that in the civil case that he lost, they're founding they found reasonable grounds for specific, like, you know what I'm saying, offenses, I guess we'll say. That be, and again, Tectone lost this, John, and it means if he got like repercussions for this, like, you would think they had to see at least some type of John to find reasonable grounds.
Bro got the same treatment one of my friends got after a messy breakup and a spiteful, angry ex-wife. OJ was only held liable. Okay, people need to stop bringing up OJ Simpson, bruh. That is diabolical. They let you stream from jail, Lamau. This whole thing has shown me that apparently every re-god online has a law degree because they watch Saul Goodman. It's actually Better Call Saul. And that
I could agree on a factor like where, yeah, like everyone pretends to be a lawyer and all that type of jazz. But even still to that, like what we can obviously see, like from just base level information, like, yeah, this still does not look good on the factor of Tectone. And then even on top of that, within this response, like, gang, I'm sorry, but we can't just take, yeah, bro, a civil court is based on, or like a civil case, not court, well, it is court, but like, yeah, civil case is basically based on vibes. Brother, I can't take that as a fucking response, brother. You can't own guns for a decade. What the fuck? Like, yo, I'm sorry, gang. Again, and like, yo, it's not even a factor, like, yo, it's crazy, like, I hate techie or whatever, like, but again, you gotta cover these jaws, bro. What's going on? And this, like, again, way of addressing it is just not, it's not good. Straight up with y'all, like,
does make you an expert, I heard. Anyways, then he finally talks about Mizkif, who's been relentlessly shitting on him this entire time, trying to expose him. Tectone addresses Mizkif and accuses him of farming Rekful's death.
Mizkif continues to say that I have 5 fucking lawyers. Okay? Dude. This motherfucker Mizkif got his homie Axion to follow me to court and then take a photo of me leaving the trial just so he could have content for the day. Which reminds me, and this is some real shit, if you think that's the weirdest thing that Miz has ever done, hire a guy.
Well, Techie, like, yeah, no, I totally get it. Again, we could talk about Miz in that effort, but how many lawyers did you have? I mean, not that that's like even like a thing that matters, because either way, regardless, you could have had 1 billion lawyers, a fucking trillion lawyers, truly. But like, you still lost this case, so that shit doesn't matter regardless. Like we gotta get back to the Jones, bro. Like, again, we could shit on Miz because, again, like I've been saying, for him shitting on you, like 2 wrongs don't make a right. Neither of you would be right in either scenario. So we're pushing past that. I need to know. I need to know more about this case, brother. Like,
guy to follow me to court to take a photo of me walking out with, by the way, you can see from that photo that I have one lawyer, Joffrey, and the other one is one of his friends, and then it was the chick who writes the notes. That's everybody. I had one lawyer, guys, relax. And then I had my Jew lawyer, but he wasn't involved. That's probably, you would think that's like the most weird thing, right? You would think that's the weirdest thing, but you know what's even weirder? If you think that's like the weirdest thing Miz has ever done for content, wouldn't it be even weirder if Miz drove to see how Wreckful killed himself? That way he could farm his death for views too.
listen. See, this is where it comes off, because I'm like, okay, listen, I totally understand, because, yo, Miz was shitting on him, bro. So he wants to shit on him back, bro. And I would imagine, especially after, like, losing his case, bro, he feeling spiteful. But, gang, we do not need to hear about this right now. We need to hear more about this case, brother. I'm gonna keep saying it.
Wouldn't that just be weird as shit? I don't know. That's just what I heard, man. Little weird, little weird. The guy, in case you can't tell, is a little bit fucked up. You know? Hey, that's just what I heard. Allegedly. That's just what I heard. Allegedly. Bro was mad because Wreckful had a crush on his girl, so he had to go farm his death for views. Little bit insane, but I don't know. That's just what I heard. I don't know, man. That's just what I heard. All right, cool.
Right. Oh my. We have another accusation being thrown around here. Again, there's no proof of this that I see here, but I do at least agree that Mizkif is absolutely brain dead. Okay, this is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I don't like. Yeah, that's personal. That's personal shit. I don't give a fuck. Again, I need fucking Tectone. Like, yo, I need Techie to again keep addressing this civil case, brother. We need more nuance on this.
Something that everybody can.
And then yeah, we can keep shitting on Miz later. I mean, we've been shitting on Miz the whole entire time because again, yes, Miz deserves a shit, but like. Side by that, we need to get back again to the main shit going on with you, Tectone.
Agree on. Bro is schizo mauling at everyone and everything, roid raging, punching holes in the wall, beefing with drama YouTubers, me and WestJet, and getting absolutely freaking destroyed by irrelevant drama channels who pull 10 times his viewership, unironically. So yeah, just another Mizkif L, another day goes on, another L. People responded, homeless man calling another homeless man a broke ass. I don't care if you hate Tectone or not, but thinking Mizkif is a good person in comparison is just regarded. Absolutely. If you support Mizkif, you have lost all credibility. I'm sorry. You are completely brain damaged. So he continues responding to Mizkif.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree. Again, like, yo, we know Miz is a fucking tard, but yo, I'm like, yo, Techie, again, vibe check is not gonna pass this response for me, brother. We're in about if I had to give a grade for this shit, we're in about a D plus, like maybe max. If we're talking about this, John, like we need to hear more conjecture.
If
And we'll see the comments that just are like, wow, Mizkif basically is a piece of shit. He's trying to make people look away from his shit. That's all he wants.
Bro, that's not.
Bro, that's what people are already saying, bro. WestJet doesn't have to change the public opinion. That's what motherfuckers are already saying.
Plushie out of it ain't that serious, man. Just say thank you.
So bad. But Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me.
Anyway, just queef up.
That could always get me.
I hate how I was gone to where I couldn't farm that meta. Bro, you could not waterboard me to have a worse defense than saying my ex-girlfriend was abusive. She threw fucking Kirby at me.
Listen, Techie, listen, brother. This is a bit hard to say when you just lost your civil case, brother. If we being for real, if we're being like 100% real, we gotta keep it a hundo though. Cause it's like, yeah, that shit is trifling for Miz, and I will keep laughing at how fucking retarded that shit was. And my bad for that offense, but that shit, like we know from his ears, bro, that shit was absolutely fucking stupid as fuck. But dog, you just lost your civil case with your ex-girly pop, and you cannot own firearms for the next decade. Brother.
Oh, bro, I was dying with that shit, bro. The shit I was saying off stream, man, good times, good times. Hey, it's demon time. Demon time, boys. Like it's fucking Ben 10 slapping the fucking omnibus.
Okay, first off, it's the Omnitrix.
I'm about to say Omnitrix, but yeah.
It's not the Omni.
I'm actually Astrally. I'm gonna keep it a bug, yo.
Omnibus. I don't know what's crack he's smoking there. Second off, it's not demon time. It's demon time. It's demon time. It's demon time. I can't believe he's going demon time. Watch out, guys. He's gonna go demon time. Gonna punch another 10 holes in the wall. Third off, Mizkif needs to legitimately give it up and just go offline. He's such a colossal lolcow at this point that essentially anybody can shit on him. Like the fact that Sneeko is coming out of the woodworks absolutely roasting his ass. The fact that he's begging Sneeko for a collaboration, bro. Like that is beyond rock bottom. You can never come back from that, all right? And the fact that like he can't even meme on the situation, right? At least some of these lolcows can actually take jokes about themselves, but this guy just can't, all right? It's just not a bit of humor. So desperate to be accepted, just driven by his narcissism. He's just never gonna win.
Mizkif is trying so hard to deflect and distract from his own issues so bad. It's hilarious. And you know what the crazy thing is? It actually worked for a little bit. It worked for like 2-3 days. We're like, wait a minute, Mizkif is cooking. And then they realized, oh wait, everybody who was supporting him was fucking retarded. Legitimately. You know, Miz has become a little bit obsessed with me. And I'm not gonna lie, one of my proudest achievements, I can't believe he actually said this while live, and I'm pretty sure I have the clip bookmarked somewhere. Mizkif said that I am personally responsible for ruining his life. First of all,
no, Miz is personally responsible for ruining Miz's life. But anyway, sidebar that, Techie, again, I don't give a shit about Miz. I need you to keep talking and giving conjecture about your case, brother.
Thank you. You make me blush.
Well, like, obviously, we give a shit about Miz because obviously he was the one that would, like, first drop this and divulge this. But, like, in relative sense, we can worry about farming and shitting on Miz later. I need you to give me as much context, nuance, and details as you can about your civil case, brother. Again, we're going off this shit as vibes, at least, like, coming from conjecture from me. We're going off this shit as vibes and, like, oh, yeah, yo, I couldn't imagine if I was a motherfucker who gave off, like, you know, say a response as bad as Miz and all this shit. But I'm like, brother, what is more felting, brother? Like, the fact that he gave a shitty response, which is felting, or the fact that, brother, you lost a fucking case. Like, it's a bit more felting, brother. Again, a case that you were saying you were gonna win. Like, what the fuck? Like,
also came. Second of all, no, I fucking did it, man. The reality is, and I've said this multiple times, the only person who ruined your life is you. Because you cannot stop obsessing over this shit.
Yeah, it feels like Mizkif is trying to be like a Marvel villain. I will enact my revenge on you. All of you who farmed my drama. You ruined me. Like, holy shit, man. Take some accountability for your life. You obviously ruined your own life. It is all of your own doing. Nobody else did shit, bro. Also, I love how Mizkif's strategy of, you know, covering other people's drama worked for about 10 seconds and a bunch of idiots on Twitter fell for it and they're like, let's support Mizkif here. But then, like, moments later, people instantly realize that he's a degenerate lying moron. And he decided to pick a fight with people who clearly outclass him in every single way, right? So, yeah, that's a yikes, man. Right, so then out of nowhere, Tectone says that Mizkif was working with Denims and Mike from PA. Hasan Orbit, you cannot be...
yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I just doubt this shit on a factor. I don't think any one of these three, that being Mizkif, Denims, or Mike from PA, are even smart enough to do some shit like colluding like this, trying to fucking throw a coup or some shit. Like, yeah, nah.
Serious.
It doesn't matter
I don't
that I
even think
have
they're smart
documented
enough for
proof that you worked with Mike from PA and Denims. I've seen all of this shitness. I've seen all of this. I've seen the fact that you also viewbot. I see the fact that you also pay people to get positive PR posts on you because your online presence is the only thing in this world that...
if you told me Hasan Piker did that, I'd 100% believe that shit. I'm gonna give it a buck. But anyway, super sidebar, Dick Eating.
matters to you, and you have nothing else when the camera turns off. You need to work on yourself. You need to take time off. You need to heal, brother. You do. You need therapy so fucking bad, it's ridiculous.
You
need
did I
to
block
grip.
my
You
mic
need to
by
lock the
accident?
fuck in, and maybe you wouldn't
My bad. Okay, no, mic's good. Okay.
be so fucking miserable if your real life had anything worth going to for, but you have nothing.
Wait a minute, documented proof? I mean, I would love to see that right there. And
And that's what that was about to be my next thing. My bad. The fucking keyboard is dying. I'm trying to plug this shit in while listening, while fucking, you know what I'm saying, trying to give conjecture, because obviously now she's paused, but there we go. There we go. But anyway, like, yeah, again, if there is like any like serious basis, like a substantial proof or evidence that fucking Miz was colluding with Mike from PA or Denims, oh yeah, serve that shit up here, baby. Serve that shit up here, baby. Please post that immediately. I would love to see that. But anyway, sidebarring that, yeah, still, like, on an overall though, like, with Tectone, like, yeah, this shit is like funny or whatever, like shitting on Miz hilarious. Like, yeah, we know Miz is a fucking asshole, like a foreign piece of shit. But like, yeah, I need Tectone to seriously, and I'm gonna keep saying this shit, give as much details, context, and nuance as he can on his John. Now I know we had to jump with fucking Go East. Go East, yeah, go East. If you are a loser, if you're old as hell. No, that shit is so fucking funny, bro. Yo, shout out Pope Dior and Raider Randy. Anyway, sidebar that, right? Yeah, I've seen what Go East did where he fucking dropped like the fucking court docs with no redactions and shit like that, bro. It was like bad works, bad timing. Like, I'm not telling like Tectone to do shit like that to go fucking rethrow the shits, but like, yeah, I needed to be a bit more concise with this, John, because again, chalking it up to basically civil case equal vibe check is not passing that bar, brother. That shit is absolutely not passing the bar. And then we're obfuscating and deny deflect counterattacking into shitting on Miz. It's like, again, we can shit on a nigga, but can we shit on him after you divulge all the full details? Thanks.
Oh my god, if that is actually true, then that would make so much sense. Like, that would make sense as to why this guy was mauling at me for literally no reason, for making like a few jokes here and there. He was losing his mind. And according to Tectone here, it might be because he was working with the Hasan orbiters, bro. Like, no wonder he...
Yeah, again, like, that would be crazy if that's the case, but yup, definitely would want to see some substantial proof and evidence from that. And, sorry, but it's coming from Tectone right now, which... The only opinion conjecture I want to see from him right now is, like I said in the last Daily Slops, is a fucking better response. So yeah, I don't really give a shit about that. Again, if that's true, then hopefully that drops. But like, yeah, I'm gonna need to see a better response from Techie right now. This shit is a deflection. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
hates my ass. I've been cooking them for a year now. I was like wondering, what is this guy's deal? Like, why is he so pissy at me? Is it because I said demon time? Is that...
This shit is funny.
Is that why he's mad at me? Because I said demon time funnily? Like, goddamn, like he might demon time secretly be like a Hasan Glazer or something if this is actually true. That would be a diabolical plot twist. Peer responded, I love how Mizkif's demon time has thus far been 1. Lakari showing an incriminating document on screen, and 2. Tectone losing his court case. I had no idea that demon time meant wait around for people I don't like to have bad things happen publicly that I impacted in no way and try to take credit for it.
Thank you, because this is some shit I've been saying for so fucking long, especially in regards to Lakari, because this is what Miz was saying when he first came out. He was like, yo, listen, all these motherfuckers, bro, Lakari was first, and now Tectone, you're second, bro, or like, you're next. I'm like, wait, let's back it up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me catch my breath. Let me count these checks. Flex on my ex. You got no respect. I don't. But like, not seriously, like, yo, hold on. Because I'm like, yo, Miz, fuck you mean Lakari was first? How did you know Lakari was first? Especially with the, you know, the context of what the fuck went on with his situation, his incident. The fuck? You know what I mean? Like, how did you know that? See, those were the questions I was asking. But obviously, you didn't know. That was just Miz fucking thinking he was. Thinking he was.
Lelouch Britannia commands you. Obey me, subjects! Obey me, world!
This motherfucker thought he was Lelouch v. Britannia. This nigga thought he was truly the manipulator. Nah, brother. You ain't my king.
Don't forget step number 3. Go after YouTube drama channels saying that we're defending abusers and shit like that. Yeah, this just wonderful strategy right here. Turns out he had nothing on nobody. bro, this guy's the most pathetic loser I've seen in a while, bro. Holy shit. Right, so apparently Tectone responded to the view-botting allegations. You remember last time Mizkif was exposing...
Yeah, we were talking about this. Yeah, he absolutely had to address this shit.
Tectone with a bunch of text saying that he view-botted, and it appears he admits it here, and XQC responds.
Well, that's great, I guess.
So, the thing that I learned is, Tectone, stop fucking tweeting. Because my vibes are fucking terrible.
What a weird, like, downplay. You can't just fucking diminish the law, at least in a civil court, to some vibe check. That's crazy.
Zuddy Bunker, Mr. Minecraft Enchantment Language, XQC. Oh, truly getting fortune too. But yes, I fully agree with XQC. Yeah, you can't like downplay. Like, actually, that's a good word for this shit. I might have been saying that, Joe, in the last, in one of the other daily slops. So, like, when we first had seen, like, I guess the first half of this shit, is how fucking long this response was. I got this PowerPoint shit. But yeah, we had seen a bunch, some of this in the John. Last daily slops. But yeah, I agree this on the factor of like, yeah, we can't say this shown as a vibe check because like, yeah, this is not exactly a vibe check because the way I was describing it was like a vibe check or like a vibe is like, okay, bro, you don't know a person or like, and this is just one I guess cause of it, right? Or one definition or one like, I guess motif, I don't fucking know. But like, yeah, you don't know somebody, you start chilling together, word, right? And then like you could feel out like what kind of person they are. You could feel out their vibes. Meanwhile, this is, again, like, court of law, like, again, fuck! Bro, I knew this battery was gonna go out, bro. Y'all knew, do I even want... You gotta be kidding me. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you know what? We're good on this other battery because like we only got a few minutes left in the vid. But to keep going on what I was saying, as the battery just keeps going in and out. But like, yeah, in a court of law, like we're seeing that obviously within this, especially during discovery and stuff like that. Like obviously, there's probably gonna be more substantial things, more evidence, and the problem with this is, on the factor of like charges and more serious Jones, obviously this is a civil case and not criminal, so there's gonna be no criminal charges. But still, on that, that's why there was this. Like that's why I'm again coming from like my perspective. That's the way this was coming from the burden of proof. That's why on the doc it says like reasonable grounds and not like okay he's definitively like being Tectone go to jail or any Jones like that. But still, like there is way much more of a difference on like, oh yeah, I'm just like feeling out a person or whatever, than okay, we went through whole legal proceedings, we went through all of this, and the court of law said, okay, I'm under a protective order for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Are we editing that shit out, by the way? Hell no. But like, yeah, I'm under a protective order for 10 years. I cannot own guns. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a very, very distinct difference in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. Straight on. Thanks. On me. But yeah, hold on. Let me slide this battery. But yeah, like I agree with XQC on that factor where it's like, yeah, nah, there's a difference in that jump for sure. Like we can't equate like, oh yeah, bro, I'm feeling hun vibe, like yo, girly pop. Girly pop. I'm feeling shorty vibe. I feel like yo, she would be really cool, all this type of John. Or some John like that. In comparison to okay, like, but obviously there's like certain nuance to that, but like that's more of like feeling out somebody vibe, just to give a scenario. To like, okay, yeah, nah, the court said, yo, these are your consequences for what we feel as though we have enough, like we have enough proof, not definitively, but we feel if we've seen enough to feel like, oh yeah, you deserve these consequences. Like there is definitely a stark difference between that.
Crazy. Hey, bro, there was motherfuckers going live on stream saying, yeah, if you bought, hold up, I gotta spend an extra 2,000. Have I dabbled in it? You're goddamn right. I absolutely tried it. Hey, it is what it is. Right.
So yeah, that's just bad. Yeah, I just don't know what to tell you. Like, well, actually I do, which is, yeah, that's bad. Like, that's obviously just bad.
Yeah, everyone does it, guys. Me, this guy's so funny.
Dude, I've literally predicted this over the past. I literally said there would come a point where everybody's doing it so badly that people will use the argument that others are doing it. So I'll do it too. And then they come to...
Yeah, and I'm assuming the argument would be like you to stay in the game or whatever, because obviously if you don't, and everyone else is gonna do it, so like you have to, you're forced to not like just fall off.
I have literally said that verbatim. That is crazy. I have said that. They would get to this point.
But in the long run, like that's what I'm saying, botting and shit just does nothing for you, because in the long run, bro, like you're gonna realize that you have no actual fucking audience. Like you didn't build no evergreen John, bro. There aren't heads that actually, like, you know what I'm saying, are fans of you. Now, like, obviously, duh, like still if heads view, but there are, I'm sure, like especially depending on like what level of creator you are, like because obviously you could view bot in different levels of creator. Like someone probably be view bot in 10k views versus view bot in 1,000 views, view bot in 100 versus view bot in like 10 or some shit. Well, actually, why the fuck would you view bot 10 bots? Am I stupid? Anyway, 100 or some shit like that. But even sidebar that, like I just say this all the time because like, yo, as a creator, bro, you just want heads to like the genuine version of yourself, like your freest version, just the you. You want heads to like you for you. Say it all the time. But that's again the thing of organic, not like on the parasocial relationship connection, but like, yeah, people are generally entertained by you, and that makes them want to watch you, want to generally engage you. You have an organic audience. People tune in because they generally want to hear what you have to say, or like want you to make them laugh, or want to be entertained by you. Like I was saying, like, oh, that's conjecture. If you do not have like actual people because you got fucking bots, then what is the point? You're not even entertaining people. Like you're just fucking doing shit. Like that's literally it. You're just doing shit while recording. Like that's literally it. Like so I always say. And then if we're going into this on the like financial and like, you know, the back end ends, like yeah, in terms of like sponsorships and shit, like yeah, it could be like fucking fraud. Because yeah, if a company or whatever that's advertising is trying to you know advertise through you, by like paying you or whatever, and your audience is fraudulent, then like, yeah, not only you frauding them out, but like you also getting out like your own audience. Because like for the heads that are in your audience that are real, bruh, they're getting shelled out this thing thinking like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be part of John. Everybody else probably gonna cop this John too. And then there's like there's so many Johns that go into it. Like, nigga, don't view bot. That's all it boils down to. Like
we are way past this point. We're years past that. That's crazy.
Right. So I don't really know what dabbles in it means exactly. I guess that is sort of an
He's admitting to view botting. That's just
admission there, but
Yeah,
and
like
the reason is because everybody else does it. Now, definitely not everybody else. I guess the sort of Hollywood streamer of Twitch, they probably engage in a lot of that, especially that entire sort of friend group or whatever. But yeah, I did say in like
I'm like, yeah, maybe, probably. But again, we talk about Tectone right now. Tectone. I'm pretty sure, and not even I'm pretty sure, I know Tectone was on niggas' asses for view botting and shit like that. Gang, if you're view botting, we gotta be on your ass. That's what I'm saying. What the fuck? Like, yo, that shit is crazy. Like, you mean the hypocrisy is mean.
previous videos that I think view botting is essentially fraud. I still do think that, all right? I think it's pretty obvious because essentially you're tricking the viewers, the advertisers, the sponsors, and basically everyone, right, into thinking you're sort of more valuable than you are, and essentially
This was the whole shit that was going on. But yeah, this is not even a factor. Like, definitely, like, yeah, Tectone got to get criticism for like the view botting shit. But I'm even beyond this because again, the view botting shit just goes to me, like I said, where you should be growing in fucking organic audience and all that shit, like on that means. So if somebody view botting, bro, and you find out, don't watch them because again, like, but don't watch them if you don't want to watch them. That's the one, John. That's like, I'm not gonna tell you don't watch ads, bro, because again, it all balls out to who you want to watch and like if you decide to. Shit. But the thing about that is, like, for techie is one, the hypocrisy, because again, if you're calling other heads out for view botting and you're view botting yourself, like, what the fuck? What are you doing? But then two to that is, I don't even give a fuck about none of this view botting shit, because again, I need a better explanation for your case. I'm still on that. Like, what the fuck?
you might be getting sort of, in some cases, right, more valuable sponsor deals or ads, and they don't really know you're view botting, and you're essentially sort of scamming them out of the money in certain cases if they are unaware of that type of stuff, and also scamming the viewers into sort of sticking around longer, thinking that you're more popular than you are. That's just like my thoughts on view botting in general. I personally think it's it's lame, potentially illegal, like especially on YouTube, for example. I'm pretty sure this is like referring to Twitch or whatever, but again, yeah, just not something I'd probably admit on the internet, but whatever.
But again, that's the factor though. Like, we got to call techie out for the factor of like, okay, gang, you were view botting, you admit it. It's like, okay, whoever, if you view bot, it's all right. Like, no, it's not all right. My dumbass. Like, it's whatever. Like, yo, if you want to do your job like that, that's cool. Like, well, again, fuck, yo, it's the lingo. It's the way I fucking talk. It's not cool. You should not do that shit because, again, you're not building an organic audience, which being a creator in the long run, especially if you want to make this shit a job, is not gonna or not even a job. Fuck, bro, all the terms. If you want to make this shit that replaces your full-time income, yeah, bro, don't fucking view bot because you're gonna need real viewers for that shit. But sidebar that, it's the factor of the hypocrisy because, yeah, like, yo, I don't give a fuck if you bot your viewers, but gang, you were calling people out for botting theirs. We gotta address the hypocrisy though. We gotta address that hypocrisy. But then that just gets back to what the fuck I just said. I don't even give a damn about that hypocrisy because in comparison to your fucking civil case in specific to Tectone we're talking about, nigga, that view botting shit can go eat dick. Who fucking cares about that? I'm like, nigga, I need a better explanation than civil case equal vibe check. That shit is actually ridiculous.
Streamers, man. I feel like the streaming world is an entirely different, like, universe. I just don't even know what the fuck is going on there, man. Now click this video for a delicious strawberry milkshake. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
They already know, though, gang. You already know. Every time. You better shout out shit I love one of our glorious love kings. La Pegasus. That was
click this video for
Hasan just got badly exposed. Of course, if you guys would like to watch the OG live video, the OG Daily Slops, you know where that boy's gonna be at. Down description, first link, sure to love it, of course. La Pegasus. Hey, you see this? Y'all gotta face the Kim again. Yo, truly never been in Trump delegations. But yeah, that shit all the way to the left side. I'm like, damn, bro. Yeah, fine piece of conjecture. Gang. For Hasan shit, yeah, Hasan never getting an office. That's really it, bro. And then Hasan getting unbanned, like, who gives a shit? We already knew this shit was gonna happen, bro. Nigga said for a week, bro. Nigga got unbanned in 3 days. Bro, he's the fucking golden boy of the platform, bro. And he's also the same nigga saying that they're pandering to right-wing heads yet again. This nigga does not get any fucking punishment for shit. This junk still, I don't gotta give a fuck. This shit still doesn't count, bro. This ban wasn't fuck all, bro. Was it nothing? And as far as like Hasan potentially getting view botted by Dan Saltman, well, yeah, I'd like to see way more evidence of that, like, well, yeah, way more evidence, because again, we got nothing. We just got like text chats or whatever, like offline chats, I guess, in Destiny shit. I don't know, but yeah, we need some more conjecture on that. But I would definitely like to see if there is anything more on that for sure. And yeah, as far as we were going with Hasan getting an office and shit, and then him crashing out with LSF, and because of his take on Zionists, like, you know what I'm saying, that got him banned. bro, this nigga, this is Hasan. Like, I don't. Hey, bro, Hasan about to be crashing out about this dumb shit tomorrow, bro. Like, fuck, this shit. Anyway, moving over again to Tectone, Techie. Yeah, we're gonna need a better response. Like I said in the last Daily Slops or like the other one before that, whichever one, bro. But yeah, we're gonna need a better response because again, I'm sorry, but fucking civil case equal vibe check. Nah, that shit not going for me, gang. And then like, yeah, I totally understand and will always understand why you would shit on Mizkif because he absolutely deserves this shit. Miz, he absolutely fucking does. But like, yeah, I at the same time to that, or not even at the same time, right now in this factor, fuck Miz, because you're addressing that, like talking in terms of Tectone, like you're addressing what was going on with your civil case that you, again, well, we a bit knew that he lost this shot, but you are now presenting that you lost, and like you would need to give conjecture on why that happened, and again, what was the conjecture on what even led up to this, and why, again, you were silent, because I know Tectone, he was posting videos like here and there, or whatever the fuck. But like, yeah, even sidebarring that, like, yeah, we're kind of like obfuscating off of the main Jones, bro. Like again, we could shit on Miz all the time, all day. Like again, he gonna keep doing shit to deserve it too. I'm not gonna lie. Again, like you were saying, you shit on fucking WestJet and like Pegasus. Like I don't know what the fuck Miz is doing. But anyway, sidebar that. Yeah, it's the thing I was saying in the other bits too. Two wrongs don't make a right. Like y'all shitting on each other does not mean both of y'all fucking allegations or shit going on with y'all on the back end have went away. They have not. Them shit's gonna need to be explained and way better. I ain't gonna lie, on the end, well, shit, not for Miz, because again, he's fucked. He in a defamation lawsuit, and his response was absolutely fucking garbage. So that's tough. But I'm not gonna lie, Techie, so is yours. Keep it a buck. Again, like, yo, this response is not it, babe, boy. If we really just chalking it up to, like, you know what I mean, civil case equal vibe check, like, just can't go for that, John. Cannot go for it. Yo, but these. I don't know what I said, Bledger. I don't know what I said it again. Anyway, sidebarring that. Yeah, it's just. We gonna need to see some, again, like, just more blatant addressment of, like, what had went on with the situation with his civil case with him and Pinky Chew from Tectone. That's about it. And if we're not going to get that, well, that is tough. We'll be waiting to get that. Tectone will have to be put on pause, on hold, because yeah, we've been needing to see that. Other than that, yeah, the Daily Slops is mixy and messy as always. We've been to that. And as always, of course, if you guys want to watch the Daily Slops without the Trilly conjecture, because he sure does have everything, huh? Yeah. Down description and first link, sure to love it, of course. Lap bang ass. And I'm finna get you on the flip, baby. Peace.
Thank you.